does the cupola change wind resistance of a dome?
Wind resistance, right, I left that part off. No, our cupola is tied in, locked into our hub system. So there's a hub at the edge of this cupola, and this sleeve of ours fits into a 2x8 that goes up and down through that. So this piece is locked into the hub system. So that's not going to go anywhere from that side support. At the top of the dome, that's got 4 bolts going in at the top of that wall tied to the roof. And the roof in the middle has one of these longer pieces. We call this a super lock sleeve in a super wall system. This one, you can see the difference here, is an ultra lock. So it's got a much longer and farther spaced bolt pattern, but it still fits into the hub. So now you put this in the middle of the cupola roof. It's not going to blow off. It does not change the wind resistance. The wind resistance we're talking about is a 200-mile-an-hour wind speed rate. Our least amount of wind speed that we're talking about is 150-mile-an-hour wind. We designed it for that, and we go way beyond that into 200-mile-an-hour wind speed. It doesn't really change that. You will see the rain go up and over the dome. In the cupola, you can stand there as we did in North Carolina, the beach dome that we owned, we sold it was a rental property. You'd be up there and the wind would draw that air up. You'd see the rain coming up and going around horizontally around that dome. The shape of it, it's not a square up on top, it's pentagonal. We had an extension going out and the structural engineer said, cut that corner of that extension, about a 4 to 5 foot section, and make it a 45-degree cut in the corner on the ocean side. So now the wind hits that, goes around that corner and leeward to the inland. So that was the trick he said to do. It really worked well. There was not a problem out there. This was a 52-foot high dome. By that, I mean, first you had to have 10 feet off the dune, and then we had another 9 or 10 feet. So it was quite high. I know there were times when we were out there and we had a little movement in this dome, in the wind. You'd be upstairs in that 3rd level master bedroom and it's got a little twitch to it. But none of the sheetrock ever cracked. That didn't move. It's a wood frame structure. We called the engineer one time. I was talking to him about that. He said, good, that's what it's supposed to do. It's not a rigid structure. It's got a little bit of play with that because it's a wood structure on wood pilings. And the pilings went down 16 feet in the ground. So that didn't move. I mean, it's still there. It's not going to move.